Hey, good day, everybody. Thanks for taking a few minutes to watch this. It's a little late this week. We were doing some work yesterday, but wanted to get this video out. So this weekend we talked about the judgment seat of Christ, and we talked about how one day we're going to stand before Him, and we're going to be rewarded based on our works, what we did with what we were given. So through the parable of the talents, we saw that how we're going to be rewarded based on our works, and we were looking at 2 Corinthians chapter 5, and verse 9 says, "Therefore we make it our aim, whether present or absent," so whether we're with Him or not with Him, "to be well pleasing to Him." So that's the goal. That's the whole goal. That's what our aim is, our target of our life. What is the point of it? What is the purpose of our lives as believers, as Christians, as followers of Jesus, as His disciples? What's the point? What's the aim? To be well pleasing to Him. Good works, okay? And then the next verse says, "For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Christ, that each one may receive the things done in the body according to what he has done, whether good or bad." So our works will be judged tested by fire. We talked about that, and the works that weren't done in Him, the bad works, will be burned up, but the good works will last forever and will be rewarded for them. So so we know that day is coming. So we live our lives now with that day as our goal, our aim, with that perspective, that heavenly perspective, that eternal perspective, that one day we're gonna stand before Jesus, and we want with all our hearts to hear Him say, "Well done, good and faithful servant." So works are important. We're not saved by works, of course, but works are important. We will be rewarded based on our works. The Bible talks a lot about works and how important works are, and that we're saved for works. We're saved to live the life, to do good things, to bear good fruit. So it also talks about fruit, and it's kind of a synonym throughout the Bible, works and fruit, and it uses those terms together a lot of times. Works are good fruit. When you bear good fruit, that's your life doing good things, good works. Okay, so the whole point of our lives is to bear good fruit. So in Matthew 24, this is right before the chapter with the parable of the talents. Matthew 24 verse 45 says this, this is Jesus, "Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his master made ruler over his household to give them food in due season? Blessed is that servant whom his master, when he comes, will find so doing." Okay, that's good works. You're living the life. You're living the life, bearing good fruit, doing good things. You're busy doing good things, okay? You're not lazy. You're not just, oh, whatever. You don't have the whatever attitude. Oh, whatever, it's fine, whatever. Jesus come back one day, I'm saved, I'm going to heaven, whatever, it'll be fine. We don't live with that attitude. We live with, you know what? I'm going to be busy doing things for my master, for my king, as a good servant, okay? Because we are His servants. We want to be faithful in everything we do. So verse 47 says, "Assuredly I say to you that He will make him ruler over all His goods." Okay, who's He going to make ruler over what He has? Those who are faithful. Those who, when He comes back, because He's coming back, when He comes back, He will find so doing. Okay, busy doing His work. "But if that evil servant says in his heart," if the evil servant, so this is a different servant, says in his heart, "My master is delaying his coming," and begins to beat his fellow servants and to eat and drink with the drunkards, the master of that servant will come on a day when he is not looking for him, and at an hour that he is not aware of. Okay, so we don't live, just kind of whatever. I'm just going to do whatever I want. I'm just kind of do my thing and just kind of live my life and whatever. No, we live with a purpose. We live with a perspective that He's coming back. Jesus is coming back. And it could be sooner than we think. So we're going to live ready. We're going to be ready. Okay, we're going to live ready. How do we live ready? We abide in Him. We stay fixed on Him. Our aim is Him. Our focus is Him. We live in Him, and we do good things. We do good works, and we make sure that we're stewarding our lives well. And it says, the master of that servant will cut him in two and appoint his portions with the hypocrites. That is not good. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. So the Bible's real clear. Jesus is real clear. How we live our lives is the point of salvation. We're not saved just to have this do the same thing we've always done and live selfishly and do evil works, but yet we call ourselves Christians. What is that? That's weird. No, we're saved to be saved. We're saved to live saved, to do good works, okay? To live lives that we were created to live from the beginning, okay? To be changed, transformed. That's the whole point of being saved. I'm going to flip over to Matthew actually first I'm going to go to 1 John. 1 John. So this is, this Bible talks a lot about this, and it's really clear. And just don't be deceived. Don't be deceived that, our lives live, what I do doesn't matter. No, what we do is important. Works are very important. Again, we're not saved by works, ever, never. We're saved by grace, through faith, by believing, okay? Our righteousness in order to get something from God, to earn something from God, that's called self-righteousness. And our righteousness is a filthy rags. We get what he received for us, what he did for us, his righteousness. We receive it by faith, and it's a free gift, and we're born again. And then because of that, because we receive his righteousness, because we receive from him all the things that we need, we become new creations, new people on the inside, new spirit, right? Because of that, we should live the life. We should be changed and live changed, okay? So we're saved in order to be changed and live different and have good works. So 1 John chapter 3 verse 7 says, little children, let no one deceive you. Okay, so don't be deceived. This is one of the reasons I'm teaching this, so we're not deceived. Let no one deceive you. He who practices righteousness is righteous just as he is righteous, right? So he's righteous. And it says, he who practices righteousness is righteous, okay? So we're here to practice righteousness. We're here to live lives of righteousness. Why are we made righteous? Okay? I'm not living righteous because I'm not righteous. I live in righteousness and I practice works of righteousness because I am righteous. Why do we live righteous? Because we are righteous, okay? But if you're righteous, that means if you're right with God, then you should live righteously and you should practice righteousness, okay? So the works reveal who you are on the inside, what's happened to you on the inside. Your outward works will show what has happened to you, and the fruit bears, the fruit shows what the tree is, okay? If the tree has bad fruit, it's a bad tree. If a tree has good fruit, it's a good tree, okay? So the fruit reveals the root. So little children, don't let anybody deceive you. He who practices righteousness is righteous just as he is righteous. Amen. He who sins or practices sin, lives in sin, is of the devil. For the devil has sinned from the beginning. That's who he is. For this purpose, the Son of God was manifested. Jesus came and lived this life on this earth. Why? That he might destroy the works of the devil, that he would put an end and destroy all the works of the devil, which is what? In this context, which is talking about sin, that he would destroy sin. Where? In you. That he would destroy sin in you so you could live free from sin, right? Free from sin. We hit that all the time. We are free from sin. If we're free from sin, we should live free from sin. We should live in righteousness and practice righteousness and stop practicing sin. Good works, right? Good works, not bad works, okay? So that's the whole point of our salvation. Okay. Lastly, I'm going to end with this. This video is a little longer, but it's okay. It's important. Matthew 7. Okay, so we talked about the tree. So you say, okay, yeah, works are important. I see that. I want to bear good fruit. I want to have many good works because one day I'm going to stand before him. On that day, I want him to say, well done, good and faithful servant. Okay? So what do? We believe. Okay? Matthew 7, verse 15 says, beware of false prophets. This is Jesus talking. Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravenous wolves. Okay, so they have an appearance, but it's not who they really are. How do I know them? How do we know? He tells us, you will know them by their fruits, their works. Okay, what works do they produce? Okay, what does their life look like? What do their works in their life look like? That's how you know them. Okay, you will know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes from thorn bushes or figs from thistles? Even so, every good tree bears good fruit. So what does a good tree bear? Not bad fruit, good fruit. Works, good works, okay? Works of righteousness. But a bad tree bears bad fruit, okay? A good tree cannot bear bad fruit, and a bad tree cannot bear good fruit. Every tree that does not bear good fruit, every tree that does not have good works and bear good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire. Therefore, by their fruits you will know them. Okay, so it's not okay just to have a confession that I'm a Christian, I'm a disciple of Jesus, but your life doesn't show it. Your works don't look any different than somebody who doesn't even know God. You have selfish works, evil works, sinful works. According to Jesus, you just have a confession, but you don't really have life on the inside of you. You're not really a good tree. If all you have is bad works all the time, then you're not a good tree. So a lot of Christians have, they have a lot of good works, but then some bad works. And so we end up judging ourselves by our fruit, and we become fruit assessors, and we end up trying to change the fruit. How do you change the fruit? You change the tree. You make the tree good, and the fruit will be good. That's why we talk all the time about what do you believe? What are you believing? You have to believe. If you don't believe, then the fruit will show that you don't believe, okay? So we look at the fruit and go, man, I got some good fruit, but I also got some bad fruit. What do I need to do? I need to change the tree. I need to fix the tree. What is that? Who I am, my identity, okay? What he did for me. I need to go back and say, what am I believing? Okay? In John 6, they said, what do we do to do the works of Jesus, to do the works of God? They asked Jesus that, and he said, this is the work of God, that you believe in his son that he sent, that you believe. This is the work. Believing is the root, is the beginning of all of your life lived. Everything that you do starts with what you believe, okay? So we want to bear good fruit. We want to have a lot of good works. How do we do that? What do you believe? Make sure you're believing what he has said, believing who he has made you. So what does that look like? I am right with God. I am a good tree. I am a good tree. I am a tree of righteousness, the planting of the Lord. That's in Psalm. He planted me, or that's in Isaiah. He planted me so that I may bear good fruit, okay? I am a good tree and I bear good fruit. You make yourself a good tree, and you all you do is believe, okay? You believe in what he has done in you, that he has saved you, that he has rescued you, that he has changed you. You are a new creation in Christ in order to bear good fruit. And you change what you believe. When you change the root, guess what's going to happen? You'll change the fruit. But the whole point is to bear good fruit and to have good works. So one day we can stand before him and he'll say, well done, good and faithful servant. So, okay, I know that was long today, but hopefully you understand that. Hopefully that helps you and encourages you. If you have any questions, reach out to me. Just if you have my number, obviously, I would love to help you with any questions you have, or just on YouTube. If you don't have my number, you can just comment. But reach out to us. We'd love to, if you do have questions. That's why we're here. We want to help. We want to help people grow in the things of the Lord and help make disciples. Okay, so that's why we're here. So I love you. Have an awesome week. God bless you. May everything you do prosper and everything you put your hand to prospers. And keep him number one. Let's keep our aim on him. Keep our focus on him, on Jesus. Okay, love you guys.